Was out, and we back. My bad, hold on, let me turn. What's up? When we in here, I ain't gonna delay y'all. That beat fire though. Hey, 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 hey. That's right. Oh man, I didn't even know they missed that call. They better start paying attention. So, as we get started here today, what's up, everybody? What's up? Yeah. Today, we switching it up. Today will not be your music topic, your usual music topic today. Backstory is, I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I couldn't come up with nothing consistent, nothing that I liked. So, I'm going away from it. And we are now switching to technology. I feel like we don't have a good enough foothold into what it is that technology is. So, that's where our focus is. Our focus should be. It helps fulfill my soul as a scientist, as a person who loves to make things better and improve things. I need my tech talk on Tuesdays. So that's what we switching over to. Technology Tuesdays, Tech Tuesdays. And y'all gonna be here for, what is this? Episode, I think 4. Episode 4 is brand new Tech Tuesdays. So let's get into this thing, and we gonna build it up proper. So I can get started on the game. Where my glasses at? My glasses are. My glasses. Alright, bet. So, let's get a simple question posed into YouTube. What is technology? We got a simple 1 minute and 30-second video on this.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related to your work. Your documents, your chats, your whiteboards, your projects. The value of this, you don't have to buy 5 softwares to do this. You don't have to be hopping back and forth between multiple tabs, trying to find that email from.
Today we are going to answer the question, what is technology? When you think of technology, what do you think of? A telephone? A camera? But what about a table or a chair? Would you consider that technology? Let's investigate to find out. In the dictionary, technologies are things created by humans that can make our lives easier or solve problems. All humans have basic needs, such as getting water and food and having a shelter. Technology is a way to make this easier. Instead of going down to the lake to get water, humans invented a way to bring it straight to our homes with indoor plumbing. Some technologies have wires and plug into the wall, like microphones. Microphones help to record sound. Laptops help us get information, type papers, talk to friends, and much more. But some technologies do not have wires at all. Umbrellas help to keep us dry in the rain, and a lock helps to keep our things safe. A pencil helps us write down information, and a fork helps us to eat food. So let's go back to our first question. Is a chair and a table a technology?
Created using Powtoon.
That's my man's. Alright. So, now, yes, it is technology. It is technology. In order for us to build upon these talks as the weeks go on, we have to understand that a chair and a table is technology, because you could eat off the ground. You could be eating with your hands. So, having that technology allows you to keep your hands clean and not eat off the ground. Technology. Now, let's keep going down this list and see what else we got. See who else answered our question.
Technology is all around us. Routinely impacting our daily lives, technology has a significant impact on how we live, work, and play. But a common definition of technology is elusive to many of us. That's why it's important to provide a bit of definition to the term technology. Let's take a look. Technology, as indicated by this model, is a system of practical knowledge and problem solving to create tools. That means that technology is not necessarily reflected in things or hardware. Technology includes things like human language and efficiency, both of which are really just ideas and don't have associated hardware or tools. So technology are the ideas or concepts behind the tools we often associate with technology. The line isn't always perfectly solid, but it exists.
Right.
In today's world, we tend to equate the word technology with the word gadget. In other words, any device or tool that's new or interesting gets labeled as technology. But really, that's probably not the best way to think about it.
True.
When we talk about gadgets, we're really talking about applied technology. Applied technology are the tools, the gadgets or the gizmos created by technology. The technology behind the gadget is the system of thought that allowed the gadget to be created in the first place. For instance, you couldn't create the modern smartphone without more basic technologies of metallurgy, logic, supply chain management, and that sort of thing.
Yes, sir.
Let's explore the difference between technology and applied technology with a couple of examples. Remember, technology is a system of practical knowledge. Think of technology as the ideas. Applied technology, on the other hand, are the gadgets or gizmos created by technology. Think of applied technology as the tools. Let's take the wheel. The technology is the idea that we could move faster with a symmetrical component moving in a circular motion around an axis to solve the problem of inefficiencies or limitations in the way we travel or transport goods. The applied technology is then the result. It's the tool, the wheel rotating on an axle bearing. How about one more example? I've worked in human resource management for a number of years, and I've seen the distinction of technology and applied technology play out in how organizations manage people. Specifically, technology is found in the ideas and concepts of great recruiting, selection, and hiring. These are all specialized areas, things that we do to attract, engage, and motivate people at work. Applied technology has been developed in the form of talent acquisition, or more commonly known as human resource information systems, to help us make decisions efficiently and effectively in the management and hiring of employees. So why does this distinction in technology matter? The differentiation between the ideas of technology and the gadgets of applied technology reminds us that technology itself is much broader than the gadgets or gizmos we use to label it. Technology is about applying knowledge and problem solving to create better outcomes. Whether that's the tools we use, like the wheel, or the systems we integrate into our businesses, like human resource information systems.
So, applied technology is the actual use of the idea. I like that. Let's keep going.
Stop asking research questions to ChatGPT. Its answers are not reliable, and they are difficult to be fact-checked. It's just not meant for research.
Hello friends, I welcome you all to TechMite. I hope you all are doing well. Just look at my channel's name. What does it say? TechMite.
I hope you're doing
You all
well
know
today.
that tech is something like a short form of technology. You all have heard about this word, but did any of you think that what it means, or where did it come from? If you haven't thought this, then don't worry my friends. What am I here for? Let me explain you. The word technology is derived from two Greek words, techne and logia. Techne means art or craft.
Just in case you missed the announcement, from now on, to fulfill my soul, I need something, some science, some technology, some engineering, some talk about something technology. So we switching to Tuesdays to Technology Tuesdays, Tech Tuesdays, instead of doing our usual music related topic. And now, don't worry, music will still be included some way, in some form. Hey, what's up? Ari on
And
YouTube.
logia means
Thank you
related
for
to study.
tuning in.
Together these words become technologia. Means systematic
go back.
treatment. Words, techne and logia. Techne means art or craft and logia means related to study. Together these words become technologia. Means systematic treatment. We can define technology as the application of scientific knowledge to the practical aims of human life, or to the change and manipulation of the human environment. Coming to the types. There are many types of technology, but here I will tell you about three main types, which are mechanical technology, industrial technology, and medical technology. If I tell you a little bit more about mechanical technology, then just know that the technology of putting together mechanical parts to produce, control
Thanks
and
for tuning
transmit
in.
motion is called mechanical technology.
Either way, Mom.
For example, manufacturing of a car. Talking about industrial technology is the use of engineering and manufacturing technology to make production faster, simpler, and more efficient. For example, electronics, automation, robotics, etc. The third and the last one is medical technology. Medical technology can be defined as the application of science to develop solutions to health problems. For example, artificial organs, ultrasounds, X-rays, ECGs, and much more. Let us talk about evolution of technology. The pen is one of the first technologies that made it easier for human to record and reference data, previous thoughts and action. That technology was later improved upon the development of printing press.
Yes.
This device made it easier to mass-produce the written words, allowing broader access to information.
Yes, sir.
Later typewriters were created, which made it easier and faster for anyone to create documents. Finally, the computer came along, and over time has dramatically improved on all previous technologies in the context of editing, writing, and sharing. In our daily life, the technology is so involved that we can't imagine our world without technology.
Right.
Education is important for every human being, and for noting down the learned things we need a pen, which is basically a product of technology.
Yes.
The paper you need along the pen is also a technology product. We move here and there in no time without any effort by using our cars, another product of technology. The bulbs which light up our houses, offices are also technology product. In short, technology is involved in almost everything of the world, and we can't deny it. That's all for today, guys. If you liked the video or learned something, then support me by liking it and subscribing to my channel. Thanks.
I will. As soon as I get a stop and play.
Hey Meta, take a photo.
Alright, I like it. So we're gonna get one more in here. Because I'm in the middle of a game. And
Hey guys, today we are going to talk about technology, so let's start. But first, let's define technology.
Technology refers to the practical application of scientific knowledge for a purpose.
Okay, we already know this. That's killing me.
Today we are going to answer the question, what is technology? When you think of technology, what do you think of? A telephone? A camera? But what about a table?
Okay, we know all of this. Greatest human technology. Alright, let's see what this is.
Welcome back, Fact Seekers. Today, we're focusing in on 10 of the most momentous inventions in human history. With so many creative contraptions and ingenious innovations to choose from, it's no easy task. But we've selected 10 breakthroughs that represent human ingenuity at its finest. From movable types to the steam engine, explore some of necessity's best and brightest children. Number 10. The 10th and youngest entry on our list has already had some of the most far-reaching consequences, linking the world together in a way never before imagined. The internet has provided platforms for all manner of human connection, and given rise to uses both helpful and harmful. You don't need to hear more, do you? After all, you found your way here. Number 9. At number 9 is the magnetic compass. Though mariners have always had the stars to rely on for navigation, they were no help on overcast nights or during storms. The invention of the compass was a milestone for exploration, travel, and trade, linking remote cultures together in ways both harmful and beneficial. Number 8. Coming in at number 8 is penicillin, discovered by Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming in 1928. The first antibiotic drug, penicillin, changed human medicine forever, giving rise to new types of antibiotics and helping to obliterate a whole range of previously deadly bacterial infections and diseases. Penicillin alone has saved an estimated 80 million to 200 million lives. Number 7. Our 7th entry is a bright light on our list today, and one that it's difficult to think of living without. Many engineers were working on incandescent lamps in the early 20th century, but it was Thomas Edison who created a design that was cheap, strong, and long-lasting, making electric lighting a staple of modern life. For the first time in human history, the workday was not entirely dependent upon the natural light of the sun or the use of coal and oil. Number 6. Number 6 on our list is the steam engine, which came into being at the end of the 1600s. By the mid-1700s, it had completely revolutionized sea travel and factory production, serving as one of the main drivers of the Industrial Revolution. While there's evidence of steam engines dating as far back as the 1st century AD in Roman Egypt, widespread use of steam power was spearheaded by Thomas Savery, Thomas Newcomen, and James Watt just a few centuries back. Number 5. Computational machines date back to the mid-1600s, with philosophers Blaise Pascal and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz each inventing mechanical calculators capable of basic arithmetic. The father of the modern computer, however, is Charles Babbage, who proposed the creation of an analytical engine in 1822. While his project never came to fruition, it laid the groundwork for later innovators like John von Neumann in the early 1940s. Today, computers effectively run the world. We all carry them around with us in our pockets and even wear them on our wrists. Number 4. Mao Zedong famously said that political power grows out of the barrel of a gun. Whether he's correct or not, no invention has so radically changed human warfare as black powder weapons, the fourth entry on our list. Their relative ease of use and ability to kill at a distance rendered much traditional weaponry obsolete, and guns have been reshaping war ever since. The modern gun can trace its lineage all the way back to 11th century China, where the earliest fire lances were used. Number 3 on our list is a giant, but one many people may not think of. Steel may lack the flash of some of the other entries, but this iron-carbon alloy is largely responsible for the technological boom over the past 200 years, and is the bedrock of every modern city. Steel, which dates back some 4,000 years, has always been highly prized as a building material and for high-quality weapons, as it has greater strength and hardness than older metals such as bronze or simple iron. Number 2. The penultimate entry on our list has deeply and personally affected more lives than perhaps any other modern invention. The discovery of quick and efficient means of printing made around 1045 AD in China and 1450 AD in Europe, and allowed for the spread of ideas and culture in unprecedented fashion. While the impact was felt more slowly in the Far East, Gutenberg's printing press hit Europe like a bolt of lightning, paving the way for the Renaissance and Enlightenment as people began to read and question for themselves. Number 1. When it comes right down to it, the simplest ideas are always the best. While it may seem obvious in hindsight, it took human beings quite some time to get the wheel right. By the time it appeared on the scene, around 3500 BC, human beings were already forging metal alloys, building ships, and creating canals. The most difficult aspect of building a workable wheel is fitting the axle to the spinning cylinder in such a way that it spins freely but doesn't fall off. Once they figured it out though, the transportation of goods and people would never be the same. And it's still working for us today. As they say, no need to reinvent it. So there you have it, the 10 inventions that have had the greatest impact on the way we live, spanning over the past 4,000 years. Feel free to leave comments below if you thought we missed anything essential. And if you want to see more top 10 lists, don't forget to subscribe.
So I need to talk about something for a second. Now, we take a lot of this stuff that we most of this stuff on this list that we just saw, we take it for granted. We don't even worry about it. It just is, like the steel and guns, stuff like that. It just is. We use it, right? We know how to do it. But can you imagine not knowing how to make a wheel? A wheel. And I don't mean like not knowing how to make a wheel, like as in knowing how to make a wheel to put on something and roll away. I'm talking about the wheel. Like you can look at a rock or something circular and see that it rolls. Imagine not knowing how to make that for yourself and roll away. You gotta walk everywhere. I don't care if you riding on something. You walking. Something walking. Or you pulling it. While the something that's walking is pulling it. So I think that's amazing. Like taking a wheel and putting it on something and rolling now would change life. Life. Alright, anyway, let's look at some of the let's see some more innovations.
Perhaps the greatest ability possessed by humans is to innovate and create in order to overcome obstacles and change the world around us. Like the formation of language, for example, which is still one of science's greatest mysteries with no consensus on its beginnings, but undoubtedly changed the world of early hominin species that have existed for nearly 2.5 million years. Or the ability to control fire with evidence of cooked food as far back as 1.5 million years ago. Around 200,000 years ago, modern humans evolved, but it wasn't until roughly 190,000 years later that we changed from hunter-gatherer societies and created agriculture. Gathering seeds, planting, and tending to them has shaped our modern civilization. Shortly after, the plow was created, transforming agriculture. By 5000 BCE, we got even more curious about our globe and created the sailboat, opening up the world of exploration. In 3500 BCE, the first glass is created, and 100 years later comes the nail, found in ancient Egypt, helping us create better structures, which helps extend human life. A few centuries later, and cement is created, the foundation of our civilization, literally. Looking to further enhance transportation, the wheel is invented in 3000 BCE, followed by soap, and then the original computer, or abacus, which helps augment human capabilities and shape our economy. And even though paper won't be created until 200 BCE and the printing press until 1430, the first libraries appear in 2600 BCE, with records recorded onto stone tablets, making knowledge more accessible to all. By 1500 BCE, the alphabet becomes prevalent in some societies, as opposed to ideographic letters, further shaping the transfer of knowledge, and 700 years later, our modern number system from 0 to 9 comes together, paving the way for mathematics. The first democracy begins in Greece in 508 BCE, where all members have equal share to power, and perhaps our favorite innovation, the scientific method, has origins in the time of Aristotle in 384 BCE, a process to acquire information and investigate new phenomena. We may be a bit biased, and of course it's been further refined over time. The Chinese invent the first compass in 300 BCE, allowing mariners to navigate great distances. At the same time, the Archimedes screw is designed, which helps transfer water from low to high elevations, shaping irrigation and farming. All of this before the Common Era. Speaking of time, the first mechanical clock comes in 725, but it won't be until 1582 that the Gregorian calendar is created, which synced people all over the world. Eyeglasses come in the 13th century, which may seem minimal but dramatically raised the collective human IQ. It was also a precursor to the telescope and microscope. Just prior to the telescope in 1542, the idea that Earth is not the center of the universe was groundbreaking, but the Copernican system put the sun at the center of the solar system. However, this wouldn't be accepted for hundreds of years. The late 1600s brought the steam engine, powering not only trains and boats, but factories, shaping the Industrial Revolution, which would later be replaced by the internal combustion engine. Around this same time, binary numbers and Boolean logic, which are at the heart of digital computing, are created, and Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation help shape ideas of physics, though Einstein's theory of special and general relativity, as well as quantum theory, would further build upon these ideas. Vaccines come in 1796, which in the last 20 years alone have prevented 21 million hospitalizations and 732,000 deaths. Water purification and food preservation have also saved millions of lives, while the camera has allowed us to capture our past and communicate the events of our present. The next few hundred years would see big advances in communication, with the wireless telegraph, the telephone, radio waves and radio, and television all transforming our world and making it feel a little smaller. The world of medicine changed drastically in 1846 with the advent of anesthesia and antiseptic, allowing for major surgeries that would previously be too painful, saving countless lives. The sanitation system also improved the incidence of many diseases, and refrigeration would later change how people eat around the world. The invention of the light bulb falls shortly after, though observations of static electricity were made in 600 BCE, and the invention of a simple capacitor in 1745, as well as many other discoveries, paved the way for using electricity. Transportation took another major step in 1885 with the modern car and later the airplane, while semiconductors would help regulate the flow of electricity, and eventually transistors, without which modern electronic devices could not function. Many more scientific discoveries would follow, starting with the electron, which would help Niels Bohr create his model of the atom, although the atom was actually first theorized 2,300 years earlier. Nitrogen fixation and plant breeding help sustain our population and are credited with saving 1 billion lives, along with antibiotics such as penicillin, an accidental discovery which fights bacterial infections. Birth control has also reduced the number of children women have, allowing for higher quality of life, and polyethylene or other plastics are all around us, affecting so many products we make. The discovery of DNA in the 1950s unleashed so much of what we now know about humanity through heredity and genetics, which would also lead to genetic engineering and genome sequencing in the 70s. And in the last 80 years, communication has taken leaps and bounds forward, starting with satellite communications in the 40s for TV, weather forecasting, and defense, to the beginnings of the internet in the 60s and the personal computer and GPS in the 70s. Not to mention the device that's likely in your hands or your pocket right now, the smartphone, which was first invented by IBM in 1994. And as technology continues forward here on Earth, space exploration continues to intrigue us, with the first successful orbital launch in 1957, the first moon landing in 1969, and the Hubble telescope in the 90s, which is both a spacecraft and a telescope that orbits Earth every 97 minutes. But as we look to the universe and the future, what comes next? While sometimes it may seem like the world is getting darker, these innovations show that people live longer, healthier, and happier lives. And one of the best ways to make sure we keep innovating is to support leaders that recognize the importance of public research programs from global health, agriculture, information technology, or energy. You can read more about innovations on Bill Gates' amazing blog, who's sponsored this episode, to learn more about what we can do to make sure the world continues getting better for everyone. There's a link in the description to it.
So, this talk has made my understanding of technology, or of my own life. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna stop trying. All right, let's see this one.
Conventional airplanes. Notably, it emphasizes complete autonomous control, eliminating the need for human pilots. On board, passengers can relish amenities like swimming pools, a shopping mall, cinemas, and gyms. Despite these features, online skeptics express doubt, suggesting that the vessel's ability to take off hinges on the principles of physics and aerodynamics. One commenter remarked that if these fundamental principles were disregarded, the vessel might theoretically achieve liftoff. Exploring Italy a little more, we can pay a visit the Lazzarini Design Studio. Here we explore the innovative Pearl Suites, or the unique floating apartment blocks ideal for resorts. These units offer a comfortable stay with a compact design. The standard version, covering 237 square feet, features a terrace, bathroom, toilet, and a versatile studio bedroom. The roof, partly made of photochromic glass, easily folds down, allowing you to enjoy sunbathing during favorable weather. For convenience, a small electric
So, absolutely, positively not. We should always use, you know what, now I'm starting to see something. We should always use that space of the infinite. Like, if we were to sit and think in a group on what it is we wanted to invent, we wanted to create, what we wanted to bring here into this world and its uses, theoretically, it's already made before we ever take any other steps after that. So that's why we're given that tool. I can see that so clearly now. That's why we're given that space inside of ourselves to do that, because we don't want to bring something here that would be detrimental to everything that is here. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah. There we go.
Facilitates
I hope
easy
I said that clear enough. Yeah, you shouldn't invent every single thing. You should use your space in your mind to think about all of the possible ways that it could be used against what it is you want to bring it here for before you bring it here. We should do that before we have kids too.
Created by the minds behind UFO. Now for humans, the project adds a touch of humor as seen in jokes shared on YouTube. Elevate your resort experience with these floating Pearl Suites, providing both functionality and entertainment. A team of Japanese specialists offers the world's first full-size drone with 2 arms. The drone, weighing 44 pounds, has a carrying capacity of 22 pounds. With a top speed of 37 miles per hour, it can swiftly deliver a life ring to a person in distress. Operating for 30 minutes on a single charge, the drone is weather resistant and can ascend to an altitude of 3.1 miles. Its changeable capabilities make it suitable for diverse scenarios, such as working at high altitudes or handling hazardous loads. For More manufacturer is optimistic that this advancement will enhance safety across various situations. Our European tour continues. Next stop, Italy. Lazzarini, a design studio, presents an advanced amphibious yacht concept capable of navigating both water and air. Supported by 2 555-foot shells resembling airships and 8 950 horsepower electric motors, the yacht utilizes solar panels for power. Anticipated to reach a maximum speed of 115 miles per hour in the air and slightly over 6 miles per hour on water, the vessel offers 10 guest rooms with spacious windows, a dining area, and a lounge. The innovative design caters to our loyal audience, showcasing a harmonious blend of form and function for a unique and exhilarating travel experience. And Microsoft showcased a concept for the workplace of the future. The WorkPod, honored with the Red Dot Design Award, stands out for its efficiency in large offices. It offers a unique approach to office spaces, replacing traditional partitions with side sections featuring speakers. The removable back part adds flexibility, and the pod adjusts to the employee's position, optimizing convenience. This adaptability is made possible by a patented system of sensors and cameras. Notably, the pod integrates a touch-sensitive screen, enhancing user interaction. The innovative design, recognized by the prestigious award committee, highlights its potential to revolutionize office environments by promoting efficient and flexible workspaces.
I hope y'all can see these. Hey, Ari on YouTube.
Do you
can
like
you
having a
these?
PO box but are tired of wasting time and money driving to the post office?
Sorry about the ad.
At iPostal One, we can help. With iPostal One, you can get a real physical street mailing address that's better than a PO box for as little as $9.99 a month. Choose an address from thousands in our network. We receive your mail and packages from any carrier, and you can view and manage them through our app or online. This allows you to check your mail from the comfort of your home or anywhere else 24/7. You can easily forward, scan mail content, discard, or even pick up mail on demand. And unlike a PO box, you can use your iPostal One address with your business registration. Stop wasting time driving to the post office. Get a digital mailbox from iPostal1.com today.
The folks behind this power source think your home is precious and deserves safeguarding. Nowadays, mass power outages are increasingly common. Having a backup battery is a wise precaution, and a device with a 6.9 kilowatt-hour capacity stands out in the home power supply market. This capacity allows for various uses, such as charging a smartphone 460 times, running a fridge for 7 hours, or watching TV for almost 63 hours. The unit features 19 ports, including USB and electric car outlets, catering to diverse needs. Moreover, 2 wireless panels facilitate smartphone charging, and advanced technology ensures a rapid charge to 100% in just 2.5 hours. This versatile and efficient device is a valuable solution in the face of rising power outage incidents. Next up is a vehicle that looks like it came from the set of Transformers. Designed by Chinese creator Connery Zhu, this two-seater model showcases remarkable creativity. Each wheel operates independently, featuring autonomous movement and individual suspension. Notably, there's a dedicated space between the rear wheels for a spare. The front lights are intriguing. They rotate, revealing an additional set if required. Powered by an electric engine, the design amalgamates elements reminiscent of the Batmobile, Dakar rally cars, and various game vehicles. Do you anticipate future SUVs adopting this futuristic style? Or do you foresee more diverse and captivating design alternatives? Next, we are in Germany, where the Mercedes-Benz team is raising the bar for electric power, setting new standards in range and efficiency. The Vision EQXX concept car achieves an impressive range of over 621 miles on a single charge, thanks to its advanced aerodynamics. In comparison, the drag coefficient of a typical passenger car is around 0.3, while the EQXX boasts an efficient 0.17. The engineers prioritized environmental friendliness by incorporating bamboo, vegan silk, and materials sourced from mushrooms and cacti for the interior trim. Additionally, the car features a solar panel that under optimal conditions can add 16 miles to its range daily. This innovative approach aligns with current trends in sustainability and showcases a commitment to pushing the boundaries of eco-friendly automotive technology. These bikes, along with others like them, aim to break speed records. The goal is to create a human-powered vehicle, optimized for aerodynamics, competing to break speed records. The competition has intensified over the years. In 2013, the Dutch human power team achieved 83.13 miles per hour. The Canadian Aerovelo team surpassed this in 2015, reaching 86 miles per hour. In 2016, a model named ETA set a new record at 90 miles per hour. Pilots receive assistance from cameras and onboard computers providing timely prompts. The use of materials like carbon fiber and a streamlined Formula One-like design, where pilots almost lie down, contribute to the vehicle's efficiency. The focus is on harnessing human strength, pushing the boundaries of aerodynamics, and achieving remarkable speeds in these avant-garde human-powered vehicles. Let's hear from German engineers, specifically from the company Rheinmetall. They introduced the latest KF-51 Panther tank, but specific details about its characteristics remain unknown. The model showcased at Eurociteri serves more as a technological demonstration. The tank is set to feature a smoothbore gun L-52 with a 5-inch caliber and a 7.62mm remotely controlled machine gun. The crew can deploy Hero 120 kamikaze drones with a range of around 25 miles. Weighing approximately 130,000 pounds, the tank is designed to align with the NGVA architecture, ensuring that all tank systems are connected to a digital network accessible to every crew member.
Did you know Amazon has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every month? And here's how.
Maybe in the future, ships like this will make ocean cruising even more enjoyable.
Okay, so I don't want to see no more. Let's see this.
There's no need even to have a college degree at all, or even high school. I mean, if somebody graduated from a great university, that may be an indication that they will be capable of great things, but it's not necessarily the case. You know, if you look at, say, people like Bill Gates or Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, these guys didn't graduate from college. But if you had a chance to hire them, of course, that would be a good idea. Yeah, so, you know, just looking just for evidence of exceptional ability. And if there's a track record of exceptional achievement, then it's likely that that will continue into the future. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, you don't need college to learn stuff, okay? Everything is available basically for free. You can learn anything you want for free. It is not a question of learning. There is a value that colleges have, which is like, you know, seeing whether can somebody work hard at something, including a bunch of sort of annoying homework assignments, and still do their homework assignments and kind of soldier through and get it done. You know, that's like the main value of college. And then also, you know, if you probably want to hang around with a bunch of people your own age for a while instead of going right into the workforce. So I think colleges are basically for fun and to prove you can do your chores, but they're not for learning. I want to make sure Tesla recruiting does not have anything that says requires university, because that's absurd. But there is a requirement of evidence of exceptional ability. Like, you just can't, if you're trying to do something exceptional, they must have evidence of exceptional ability. I don't consider going to college evidence of exceptional ability. In fact, ideally you dropped out and did something. I mean, obviously, you know, we just look at, like, you know, Gates is a pretty smart guy, he dropped out. Jobs is pretty smart, he dropped out. You know, Larry Ellison, smart guy, he dropped out. I'm like, obviously not needed. Did Shakespeare even go to college? Probably not. I mean, sure.
So how would you educate your 5 boys?
Actually, I created a little school. Yeah.
What kind of school? Could you describe to us?
Sure. It's small. It's only got 14 kids now, and it'll have 20 kids in September. It's called Ad Astra, which means to the stars. That's maybe a bit different from most other schools, is that there aren't any grades. There's no like, not grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 type of thing. I'm making all the children go in the same grade at the same time, like an assembly line. You know, because some people love English or languages, some people love math, some people love music, and have different abilities at different times. It makes more sense to cater the education to match their aptitudes and abilities. Mm-hmm. So I think that's one principle. Another is that it's important to teach problem solving, or teach to the problem, not to the tools. So this would be like, let's say you're trying to teach people about how engines work, or, you know, you could start by a more traditional approach would be to say, well, we're going to teach you all about screwdrivers and wrenches, and you're going to have a course on screwdrivers, a course on wrenches, and all these things. And this is a very difficult way to do it. A much better way would be like, here's the engine. Now let's take it apart. How are we going to take it apart? Oh, you need a screwdriver. That's what the screwdriver is for. You need a wrench. That's what the wrench is for. And then a very important thing happens, which is that the relevance of the tools becomes apparent.
So all your 5 boys are in that school?
Yes.
Until when? This is from preschool?
I don't know. So far it's only 1-year-old. They like it.
They like it?
Yeah.
And you want to keep them away from regular schools?
No, I just didn't see that the regular schools, they weren't doing the things that I thought should be done. Like, you know, those 2 principles, they weren't adhering to those principles. So I thought, well, let's see what we can do. Maybe creating a school will be better. And I actually hired a teacher from the school they were at, who also agreed with me that there was a better way to do it. It seems to be going pretty well. I mean, the kids really love going to school. I think that's a good sign. You know, I mean, I hated going to school when I was a kid. It was torture. So the fact that they actually think vacations are too long, like they want to go back to school. Wow. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's actually kind of funny. You know, if you think of, like, what is education? Like, you're basically downloading data and algorithms into your brain, and it's actually amazingly bad in conventional education, because, like, it shouldn't be like this huge chore. Like, the more you can gamify the process of learning, the better. Like, for my kids, I do not have to encourage them to play video games. Okay, I have to like pry them from their hands, like crack. And I think, unfortunately, like a lot of education is very vaudevillian. You've got someone standing up there kind of lecturing at people, and they've done the same lecture 20 years in a row, and they're not very excited about it. And that lack of enthusiasm, is conveyed to the students. That they're not very excited about it. They don't know why they're there. Like, why are we learning this stuff? We don't even know why. In fact, I think a lot of things people learn probably there's no point in learning them, because they never use them in the future. Well, we have to say, like, people, I think, don't stand back and say, well, why are we teaching people these things? And we should tell them probably why we're teaching these things. Because a lot of kids just in school kind of puzzled as to why they're there.
Picture this. You're sitting at home alone watching YouTube videos, wondering why you can't find the motivation to do the things you need or want to do.
This
or
is Elon Musk.
And I think
school and learning. So let me see. How to invent a new technology. Let's see. Huh. Let's watch this.
NVIDIA went from a startup to the third most valuable
possibilities of generative AI. We're creating new content.
Okay, this is a good.
Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Welcome back to Simplilearn YouTube channel. As of 2023, there were approximately 2.4 million job openings in technology industry, with 60% professionals transitioning from non-tech careers to tech careers. If you want to make a career in the tech industry but are confused about where to take your next step, this video is for you. Let's get started with the top 10 technologies to learn in 2024. Number 10, blockchain. Kicking off our list at number 10 is blockchain. You've probably heard about it in the context of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but there's so much more to it. Blockchain is like a digital ledger that records transactions securely. It's used in various industries from finance to supply chain management. Blockchain technology is gaining significant traction with companies like IBM, Deloitte, Microsoft, and JP Morgan Chase actively hiring blockchain experts. Blockchain professionals can expect an average annual salary of $100,000 in the US and 8 lakh rupees in India. Number 9, augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR. Coming in at number 9, we have augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR. These technologies are taking immersive experiences to the next level, from gaming to education and even medical training. AR and VR are set to revolutionize the way we interact with the digital world. Leading companies like Facebook, Meta, Google, Oculus, and Magic Leap are actively recruiting specialists in AR and VR. Professionals in this field can earn an average annual salary of $95,000 in the US and 6 lakh rupees in India. Number 8, Internet of Things, IoT. At number 8, we have the Internet of Things, or IoT. Imagine your devices talking to each other, making your life more convenient. IoT is all about connecting everyday objects to the internet, making them smart and capable of sharing data. Companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, and Samsung are actively seeking IoT experts. IoT professionals can earn an average annual salary of $130,000 in the US and 7 lakh rupees in India. Number 7, 5G technology. Our 7th pick is 5G technology. It's not just faster internet for your phone, it's a game changer. With lower latency and higher bandwidth, it'll pave the way for advancements in autonomous vehicles, telemedicine, and more. Major players like Verizon, AT&T, Ericsson, and Huawei are actively recruiting 5G experts. Professionals specializing in 5G technology can expect an average annual salary of $110,000 in the US and 6 lakh rupees in India. Number 6, machine learning. In the 6th spot, we have machine learning. It's the brains behind AI. ML algorithms learn from data and make predictions or decisions.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
You build your own workflow? Why? There are a bunch of amazing pre-made templates you can just choose from.
Nah, I'm a custom-made kind of gal. I work with a lot of vendors.
Without explicit programming. From recommendation systems to fraud detection, it's everywhere. Tech giants like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple are continuously hiring machine learning experts. The machine learning market is projected to have a CAGR of approximately 36% over the next 5 years. Professionals in this field can earn an average annual salary of $150,000 in the US and 10 lakh rupees in India. Number 5, cybersecurity. Protecting our digital world is more crucial than ever, and that's why cybersecurity takes the 5th position. With the increasing number of cyber threats, professionals who can guard our data are in high demand. Leading cybersecurity firms like Palo Alto Networks, Cisco, Symantec, and Fortnite are actively seeking cybersecurity specialists. As for salaries, cybersecurity professionals can earn an average annual salary of $130,000 in the US and 7 lakh rupees in India. Number 4, edge computing. At number 4, we've got edge computing. It's like bringing the cloud closer to you. With edge computing, data processing happens closer to the data source, reducing latency and improving real. It's vital for IoT and other applications. Companies such as AWS, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM, and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, HPE, are actively recruiting experts in edge computing. Professionals in this field can earn an average annual salary of $150,000 in the US and 12 lakh rupees in India. Edge computing is all about speed and efficiency. As our need for instant information grows, so does the importance of edge computing. Number 3, biotechnology. Now, let's shift gears a bit. In the 3rd spot, we have biotechnology. Advancements in biotech are transforming healthcare, agriculture, and more. From gene editing to personalized medicine, it's a field with immense potential. Leading biotech companies like Amgen, Regeneron, Gilead Sciences, and CRISPR Therapeutics are actively recruiting biotechnology experts. Professionals in biotechnology can expect an average annual salary of $80,000 in the US and 6 lakh rupees in India. Number 2, quantum computing. Drum roll please. In the runner-up position, we have quantum computing. It's not science fiction anymore. Quantum computers use quantum bits, qubits, and can solve complex problems that classical computers can't. Revolutionize industries like cryptography and drug discovery. Tech giants like IBM, Google, Microsoft, and Rigetti are actively seeking quantum computing experts. Professionals in this field of quantum computing can earn an average annual salary of $140,000 in the US and 12 lakh rupees in India. Quantum computing is like having a supercomputer on steroids. It can crack encryption codes, simulate complex molecules, and optimize supply chains with unparalleled speeds. It's a field where the boundaries of what's possible are constantly pushed. Number 1, artificial intelligence, AI. And finally, claiming the top spot on our list is artificial intelligence, or AI. It's the technology that keeps evolving and never ceases to amaze us. AI is used on chatbots, self-driving cars, medical diagnosis, and so much more. Learning AI opens doors to endless possibilities. Virtually every major tech company in the world, including Google, Facebook, Meta, Tesla, and OpenAI, is actively recruiting AI experts. AI professionals can earn an average annual salary of $160,000 in the US and 8 lakh rupees in India. AI is the cornerstone of the digital revolution. It's what powers virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa, recommendation engines on platforms like Netflix, and the algorithms behind autonomous vehicles. AI's ability to analyze vast data sets and make intelligent decisions is reshaping industries. So there you have it, folks, the top 10 technologies to learn in 2024. Whether you're exploring blockchain or driving into the world of AI, remember that learning and adapting to these technologies can open up incredible opportunities. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech updates. What are your thoughts on these technologies? Which one are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, stay curious and keep learning.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling.
Y'all, I gotta keep playing, so. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna put on another video.
At Full Sail, we take a unique approach to teaching the art of filmmaking. Our students work on projects designed around the industry.
The Optimus robot is Tesla's boldest gamble, and Elon Musk is betting Tesla's future on his humanoid robot. If it fails, the $25 trillion figure he mentioned will ultimately be nothing more than a colossal exaggeration in the tech industry. Therefore, not stopping at Gen 2, the Tesla CEO has officially confirmed that Optimus Gen 3 will arrive at the end of this year. This might be the final version, as everything is expected to be astonishingly complete. As confirmed by Musk, he wrote on X the new Optimus design, which will be completed later this year, is something special. In June, Tesla shared some updates on Optimus and the milestones the humanoid robot has achieved over the past year. According to Tesla, Optimus has undergone 3 major design revisions.
I don't even know what that is.
Very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential.
What if I told you I could offer you something?
I don't want to keep talking about AI.
In today's world, we often find ourselves spending dozens of hours stuck in traffic jams each year. The UN forecasts that by 2050, 68% of the global population will reside in urban areas. With this in mind, how much worse can we expect traffic jams to become? All in all, it's high time we embrace a new mode of transportation, according to the creators behind Pegasus. Their solution is a helicopter equipped with wheels. Initially, you can drive it out of your garage and onto the street, just like a regular car. But when you see congestion, simply switch on the propeller and take to the skies. On the ground, the Pegasus can reach speeds of 120 km per hour and boasts a range of 420 km. It can stay airborne for 3 hours and achieve speeds of up to 160 km per hour. Looking ahead to the 2030s, the company aims to manufacture 900 Pegasus units annually. What do you think? Could they actually pull it off? In 2023, a whopping 13.6 million electric cars were sold all over the world, marking a nearly 1/3 increase from the previous year. This growth seems promising, but many urban areas are struggling to adapt to the rapid influx of electric vehicles. For instance, authorities are grappling with how to install enough charging stations to meet demand. As they ponder this challenge, a solution
Hey Meta, take a photo.
called GoSun has emerged. This solar-powered charging device has proven so popular that it raked in over $2 million in just the first 45 days of pre-orders. Who would say no to an extra 48 kilometers of driving range per day? Plus, the GoSun is easy to install on your car's roof and can be deployed for use in just a minute. Photokite's Sigma drones are literally attached to a specific location with a tether. They take off from their cases while dragging a power cable behind them. They can climb up to 45 meters and stay in the air for up to 24 hours. This allows rescuers, firefighters, police, and other professionals to see much more and respond more effectively to threats. The drone can be launched and landed by anyone, even if they have no technical knowledge. All they need to do is press a button. Data from the PhotoKite Sigma can be displayed on a laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Thanks to advanced software, images from thermal and conventional cameras can be combined and sent up to 20 devices simultaneously. The 16x hybrid zoom helps you see even the smallest details. The T-1000 from Terminator 2 was unafraid of damage because it was made of liquid metal. When the movie came out in 1991, this seemed incredibly cool. However, now there are even more impressive technologies available. Researchers at Sidotech have created a polymer that behaves similarly. If you cut it and then reattach the pieces, they'll fuse back together by about 97% in just 2 hours. This creates a single, strong and flexible material once again. You don't need any special conditions. The polymer can fuse together at room temperature. This material, similar to gummy candy, is useful for the automotive, construction and other industries, and it's only a matter of time before someone creates a T-1000-like robot with it. The teleporters from different fantasy books and science fiction movies are a fast way to travel from one location to another. Although, we are still far from having magic scrolls or devices like Stargate, Varjo has developed a useful alternative. Instead of transporting people and objects, Varjo's teleport system moves locations from the real world to the virtual one. Here's how it works. To use Varjo Teleport, you need a smartphone with a special app that scans a room, street, or any other space. The app then reconstructs the scanned area and turns it into a virtual location that you can explore using a VR headset or a web browser on any Windows or Mac device. If you're interested in trying out Varjo Teleport, you'll need an iPhone 12 Pro or newer and must sign up for early access by filling out the form on the company's website. Lifeless robots are once again taking over human jobs. This time it's the street cleaners who are on edge. The reason? The Freedom Solar Power team has developed a solar-powered robotic vacuum. It's already been tested on the streets of Austin, Texas, collecting over 91 kilograms of trash in a single day. It's called Solar Umber 4000. This massive machine has a diameter of 2 meters, requiring 600-watt solar panels to operate. It moves at a speed of 19 kilometers per hour and can carry up to 50 kilograms of waste. Keen to have this wonder in your town? Reach out to the creators. But you might want to keep your plans from the local street cleaners. Skydeck is a unique and patented concept for enhancing airplanes. It can be used on any type of aircraft, from small business jets to large long-haul airliners. The idea is to install a transparent capsule with seats in the tail section of the plane, allowing passengers to enjoy stunning views in comfort. Of course, these seats will come at a premium price, which will be good news for airlines. For added luxury on larger planes, an elevator can be installed to access the capsule. Safety is also a top priority. With Skydeck designed to withstand bird collisions, the company is currently in talks with a major aviation component manufacturer and hopes to produce a batch of capsules that are ready for installation. Design and science have come together to create the IGS vertical farming technology. The creators have already attracted significant investments of $54 million and developed advanced automation that doubles or even triples the yield compared to traditional greenhouses. Plus, it requires half as much energy. The technology involves building modular towers that can be controlled by smart hardware and AI algorithms, making it easy for vertical farmers to manage lighting, ventilation, temperature, and other parameters. The towers also collect condensation and have a UV sterilization.
For a little savings, Specialist Miller buys in bulk. For a lot of savings, she bundles her home and auto insurance with USAA. Putting more money back in her pocket? That's what we're made for. Call for a quote.
System. With a height of up to 12 meters, there's plenty of space to grow not only greens, but also cabbage and berries. The next time you're stuck in traffic, take a look around. You'll probably notice that most cars have only 1 or 2 people in them. Did you know that just one bus can replace 155 cars? However, owning a personal car is often seen as a symbol of success. It's like saying, I make enough money to avoid public transportation. But what if taking the bus became just as prestigious and even had the logos of luxury brands like Audi or BMW? Designer Marko Petrovic explored this idea in the Moving On challenge. With the help of the Yanko design team, he created a 6-seater electric capsule that runs on solar panels and follows a set route like a regular bus. But how does this relate to top brands? If Audi were to produce such capsules, they'd likely gain even more popularity and secure additional contracts for mass deliveries to cities around the world. We're taking a look at SimSoft, the company that created a train driver simulator, where something that looks like a giant microwave oven crashed into a realistic train cabin. The simulator features virtual routes that are similar to games like Train Sim World 3, but with added physical levers, buttons, and other attributes of a modern train cabin. The simulator can be configured for urban and intercity railroads, streetcars, and subways. The conditions on the route also change, with weather conditions such as snow, rain, and dense fog, as well as smoke in subway tunnels. To make the simulation more realistic, AI algorithms are used. After a training session, drivers can review recordings and analyze their mistakes. In the race for governor of South Dakota, Kristi Noem stood out for her ability to handle the strong verbal attacks of her opponents. She ended up winning the election and becoming the state's first female governor. Overall, she's a very bright politician. Maybe that's why she once received a flamethrower as a Christmas gift. Noem showed it off on social media, using it to burn a pile of cardboard boxes. If you're interested, the model is called the Pulsefire LRT. It costs $630, weighs just 2.7 kilograms, and can shoot flames up to 7.6 meters. It's definitely a unique way to get voters' attention, and it's also pretty effective against weeds. Paris has recently become the first European capital to ban the rental of electric scooters. However, people who enjoy mobility and thrills may start looking for new options, such as electric skateboards or unicycles like the InMotion E20. This model has a motor with a peak power of 900 watts, allowing it to reach speeds of up to 20 km per hour and travel up to 30 km on a single charge. The built-in Bluetooth speakers let you listen to your favorite music while riding. Additionally, the InMotion E20 is the most affordable model in the manufacturer's lineup, costing only $400. The Archimedes Wave Swing is a wave power station designed as a buoy. It's anchored to the ocean floor and operates in a simple manner. As waves push the movable section downward, pressure builds up inside the buoy. Once the pressure is strong enough, it pushes the section back up, and the cycle repeats. During this process, linear motion is converted into rotation and then into electricity. During testing, the station produced an average power of 10 kilowatts and a peak power of around 80 kilowatts. The manufacturers plan to create units capable of generating 500 kilowatts in the future. The Archimedes wave swing works effectively at depths of 25 meters or more, and it takes approximately 12 hours to prepare for operation after leaving the harbor. The Brooker HI-90 is a highly specialized and practical tool for conducting remote hyperspectral analysis. Specifically, it's designed to detect potentially dangerous gases, such as those emitted by non-compliant factories or during terrorist attacks. The system can function effectively even from several kilometers away. It's capable of pinpointing the origin, size, and chemical makeup of hazardous plumes. Additionally, the Brooker HI-90 comes equipped with a built-in camera that overlays hyperspectral data directly onto video footage. This system is great at monitoring gases, liquid droplets, and particulate matter, all while operating at 16 scans per second.
What's up, O?
This boss is so easy. Let's get him, guys. No more losing. No more excuses.
Researchers at the Chinese University of Hong Kong have created some helpful and amusing robots. They took inspiration from snails, specifically their ability to move and stop in any position. But what is the purpose of this? After all, these robots are quite slow. However, don't speed up the video just yet. Take a look at how well they work together. With a combination of a suction cup and 2 magnets tracks, these high-tech snails can attach to each other and build various structures. For example, they can create a bridge for larger robots to cross, or even make a robotic arm. These capabilities could be useful for rescue teams. Let's wish the team the best of luck. Did you know that IBM has already started a new era in quantum computing? In 2023, they introduced the world's first modular quantum computer and its processor. Compared to the previous models, IBM's engineers have made significant improvements. The new technology produces 5 times fewer errors and can handle the most complex math, chemistry, and physics problems. While regular computers would take tens of thousands of years to solve these problems, quantum computers can do it in minutes. Additionally, IBM says that their new system, Quantum System 2, and the Heron processor come with the advanced software Qiskit 1.0. This software speeds up certain tasks by about 5 times. When riding a motorcycle in the rain, bikers have to manually wipe their visors, which is inconvenient and distracting. So, why not create a small wiper for them, similar to the ones found in cars? That's exactly what the makers of Biker Guard did. The cost of this wiper is $345, which may seem high, but it's because the brushless motor used in it is very reliable and costs more than the clones of Biker Guard available on AliExpress. The quality of the wiper has been tested by the Aprilia racing team, who were impressed by it. Additionally, the wiper's design is waterproof, and a full charge lasts for 15 hours. The manufacturers are confident that this is the first truly functional product of its kind and offer a 3-year warranty. Artificial floating islands are often discussed as a way to clean and preserve the beauty of bodies of water. The design is usually quite simple. Pieces of peat with plants are placed on a polymer matrix. These islands can remove ammonia and phosphates from the water and often become a home for birds. One plant that is commonly used on these islands is vetiver, which has roots that can grow up to 4 meters deep. In West Africa, vetiver is traditionally put into containers of water to prevent bacterial growth. Drying grain quickly and correctly can bring several benefits. It speeds up the ripening process, reduces the activity of harmful microorganisms, and extends the storage life of the harvest. That's why research institutes are working on effective drying methods that are affordable for farmers. Did you know that there's an International Rice Research Institute? Its specialists helped develop the Solar Bubble Dryer System, which was initiated by GrainPro and supported by the University of Hohenheim. The system has a drying area of 25 or 50 square meters and looks like a large bubble supported by fans. Although simple, it's highly efficient and can be found in homemade designs as well. An electric guitar sounds great, but you need a place to plug it in. While it's convenient to carry the guitar in a case, even compact combo amplifiers can be a hassle, and that's not even counting the processor or pedal set. In short, being an electric guitarist can be tough. The creators of the Mogabi V3 have tried to make things a little easier. Not only is this guitar foldable, but it also has a 40mm speaker built into the body. And that's just the beginning. It comes with a built-in preamp and reverb effect. You can even record your successful and not so successful improvisations directly on the guitar, with 32GB of memory providing enough space for 1,300 songs. The Mix Mode feature can help with solo performances, allowing you to play along with a background program on the guitar. This unique instrument costs $799.
What quantum computing is going to be capable of. That's the kind of stuff we're thinking about, right?
Yeah, you see, quantum computers are the ultimate computers because they're computing on atoms. If there are aliens in outer space, and I think there are, it means that they also have perfected quantum computers, and they can do calculations that are far beyond anything that we can calculate with. Like, for example, a wormhole. A wormhole, in principle, is a gateway between two distant points in space and time, which allows you to break the Einstein barrier and go faster than the speed of light. But the calculations are horrendous. It may take a quantum computer to sort through what happens when you go through a wormhole and wind up on the other side of the universe, and the aliens probably already have done that. They've probably had centuries of experience with quantum computers, because that's the ultimate computer. You can't compute on anything smaller than an atom. And they probably already have used the quantum computers to navigate through wormholes.
What quantum computing is going to be capable of. That's the kind of
Talk about keeping your eye on the ball.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Brainidos presents 13 Everyday Habits That Make You Smarter. A lot of people think that being smart means getting good grades and having that degree. However, to be smart is to be able to think critically and make decisions that benefit you. It's not just about memorizing information or being able to recite facts. It's about understanding how the world works and using that knowledge to your advantage. You don't have to be a genius or spend hours in the library to get smarter. Regardless of your age or level of education, you can become smarter by following some simple habits. Here are some of our favorites. Number 1, question. Don't just assume. This is a habit that applies to every aspect of your life, from the way you take in new information to how you approach interpersonal relationships. Many people tend to take things at face value. They don't question things. They just assume that if something is presented as fact in the media or by a source they trust, then it must be true. Unfortunately, this can lead to bad decision-making because you can miss out on information that could help make better choices. Don't just assume that something is true because someone told you so. Always clarify and look at all sides of everything before making up your mind. Number 2, read something you normally wouldn't. Reading is a great way to expand your knowledge and your vocabulary. And if you want to be smarter, you should definitely read every day. You should also consider reading something that you normally wouldn't, even if it directly opposes your own perspective. Whether it's an article or book, reading something that differs from what you would normally read can potentially be an eye-opening experience, as you will likely be forced to consider another point of view. It can certainly expand your mind and challenge some of your ideas. Number 3, diversify your day. While a routine can be great and beneficial, it's easy to get stuck in a rut. To be both happy and productive, you need to mix things up so that you are constantly doing new things and keeping your brain active. Get yourself off of autopilot. Take a different route home from work. Try a new recipe for dinner, or go for a walk outside instead of walking on a treadmill. Inviting a little novelty into your daily life will not only keep things fresh and interesting, but it can actually help make you smarter and more creative. Number 4, expose yourself to different worldviews. Smart people are curious. They interact with different people and expose themselves to as many cultures, places, and perspectives as possible. It's a great way to get your mind working. Of course, it's also important that you are open-minded about the information you receive from these sources. You may not agree with everything you hear and see, but if you keep an open mind, it will help broaden your understanding of the world around you. Number 5, make a point of learning something new each day. Learning something new every day, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, can have a big impact on your brain. Watch educational shows, listen to audiobooks or podcasts, or subscribe to thought-provoking newsletters. You can even use a Word of the Day app and have fun learning new words. Number 6, apply new knowledge. When you learn something new, don't let it go to waste. If you don't apply what you've learned, then what's the point? Don't just learn for the sake of learning. Make sure it betters your life somehow. Whether it's learning about nutrition or technology, if you take the time to learn something, put that knowledge into practice. Number 7, think of new ways to do old things. Another way you can challenge your brain is to look at things you do every day and think about how you could do them slightly differently. Finding new ways to do things will fend off boredom and help your brain stay sharp and focused, as well as make life more interesting and fun. You could also use this habit to find better, more efficient ways of doing something you do often, such as packing lunches or folding clothes. Number 8, play games that make you think. To keep your brain sharp and engaged, do something that requires you to think. Board games, card games, video games, and puzzles are all good options. As a matter of fact, studies show that playing strategy-based games helps improve memory function. That's because they require you to think on the spot. And by giving your brain practice with this type of thinking process over time, you also improve your ability to deal with different scenarios in everyday life. Number 9, increase mental intensity.
This is you, and this is your first hunch of the season.
It's parlay time.
With FanDuel, a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV will give you many more.
Buffalo. It's Broncos time. Psst, I'd take the over.
And you can easily act on whichever one speaks to you.
Eagles, Browns, Broncos, Bills, they all...
And make every moment more.
New customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets. Plus, every customer gets a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. Only from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
The more you challenge yourself, the smarter you become. The key to doing this is to push yourself beyond what you think are your limits. Try picking up a new skill or studying a subject you're unfamiliar with for at least 30 minutes a day. You could also try entertaining a different thought pattern by reading self-help books or listening to podcasts about personal development. By doing these things on a regular basis, you will continue building neural pathways in your brain, which will ultimately increase your capacity for learning. Number 10, Take up a productive hobby. It's important to have interests outside of work, even if you're a busy professional. Hobbies are more than merely a way to fill your free time. They're creative outlets that keep your brain engaged, and they can even improve cognitive function. Whether it's writing, playing a musical instrument, painting, knitting, woodworking, or gardening, hobbies are essential for your mental health and can help you learn skills that will make you a more well-rounded person. They can also serve as a great way to meet people with similar interests, which can be helpful if you're looking to make new friends. Number 11, hang out with people who are smarter than you. This is a big one. It's easy to surround yourself with those that agree with your views or offer the same level of intelligence as yours. But if you want your brain to evolve into something greater and more complex, you need to learn from those who can teach you new things or show you another way of looking at an issue. When you surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, they'll challenge and inspire you. They will make you think critically about your own beliefs and actions, which can help you become more effective. Number 12, get some physical exercise. You already know that exercise is one of the best things you can do for your body and brain, which is why it's so important to make physical activity a habit in your life. In addition to helping improve your overall health and well-being, exercise helps improve blood flow to the brain. Consistent exercise also produces BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps with memory, learning, focus, concentration, and comprehension. As an added bonus, it also promotes better sleep. Number 13, set aside some quiet time. If you want to be smarter, it's important to take time to reflect on your days. Smart people learn from their experiences, so they don't make the same mistakes again and again. And by reflecting on your days, you can also start seeing patterns that might contribute to unhealthy habits or behaviors. This will help you become more self-aware and mindful of the way you think, act, and live. So there you have it. If you want to get smarter, try adding these habits into your life. If you already do some of these things, keep up the good work. And remember, it's not about being perfect all the time. It's about making progress. Don't be too hard on yourself if something doesn't work out the way you'd hoped. Just keep learning and moving forward. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well.
Last 20 minutes, so I'm just pulling out videos, that's all.
With HoneyBook, you can make sure your marketing business is as polished and professional as you really are. Here's how. I'm Millie, a content creator coach and business owner. If I had to start my business from zero, I would have focused on building out my client experience with HoneyBook. HoneyBook is a client flow management platform for anyone working with clients. Think about how you're managing your clients right now. Email 20 times a day, invoices here, contracts there, 20 tabs open up in your browser. But imagine a system that manages your projects and clients for you, automate tasks, and manage contracts, all within a single platform. You can probably agree that replying to emails takes up the most of your time, which is where features like HoneyBook AI and the AI Composer comes in handy. When moving your business to HoneyBook, you're enabling yourself to have better client relationships and the freedom to focus on the parts of your business that bring you the most joy, or even take breaks when you need them the most without having to miss a beat. Start your free trial at honeybook.com to say goodbye to busy work and hello to the parts of your business that excite you the most.
Did we just listen to
If you combine nutrition with fitness, magic can happen. 20 minutes a week is my exercise routine using
improved. Our reality is now filled with things that were mere dreams in the past few decades. Seeing how the past has unfolded, I was curious about what the next 30 years would look like. So I did a little digging into what life might look like in 2050 for us. Let's take a look. Nanotechnology. First, let's take a look at nanotechnology. Over the years, scientists have made exciting developments and discovered numerous innovative applications for nanotechnology. As it stands, nanotechnology has the potential to change life as we know it. Experts in the field believe that nanobots will, in the future, be fitted into our brains to connect us to the virtual world more readily and faster. With the use of brain-computer interface technology, the mind and computer will be one, making humans very powerful beings with access to endless information innovation and solutions to problems that the mind wouldn't be able to solve. If nanotechnology reaches that stage, there may be no need for gadgets like phones and calculators. Well, this is very exciting for the student of the future. Looks like math will not be a universal challenge much longer. 3D print technology. The next tech advancement that we can expect in the future is the rise of 3D print technology. 3D print technology is already advanced, but we can expect it to be even more advanced in 2050. Right now, we have 3D printed tools and homes. In the future, we will be able to print more tools and perhaps even some modes of transportation if bigger machines are built. This technology will also become more accessible to everyone who may want a 3D printer, making the possibilities of what can be printed infinite. If the current trend of open source 3D printable files continues, it will not be long before everyone prints their own large objects like furniture and weapons. Well, here's an idea. How about developing an affordable 3D printer for food? That could be the end of world hunger despite global warming. Medical. Now we go from the extinction of phones to the eradication of death. Well, by 2050, the finality of death may be a thing of the past. With the brain connected to a computer through BCI technology, the information stored in our brains can be transferred into a hard disk like computer files. That means the data, including memories, can be retrieved and uploaded into another being, maybe a more advanced humanoid robot. This way, the best minds in every field will be preserved and able to continue working on innovations. Another improvement to consider in the medical field is that serious diseases like cancer will be cured. The only downside to this development is that every new technology is very expensive when it first comes out, so the rest of us may not have access to this literally life-saving technology for a while. Transportation. Something that we may have access to is transportation. In 2050, transportation will have immensely changed. With experimentation focused on self-driving cars already underway from car manufacturers such as Tesla, it is not much of a stretch to believe that by 2050, the technology for fully automated vehicles will exist. Some notable advantages of such automated vehicles include a drastic reduction in traffic-related deaths because the vehicles will collaborate with traffic control systems. Another advantage is the change in lifestyle that self-driving vehicles will bring. With no need to man a vehicle, people will be free to choose whether to relax or be more productive as they travel. A lot of free time, considering the amount of time spent in traffic. Another interesting development is the Hyperloop One project by Elon, which aims to move the bulk of public transportation underground. With the use of electromagnetic levitation at historic speeds of 310 kilometers per hour, this train presents the opportunity for a faster, cheaper, and cleaner mode of transportation. And if more people opt for it, then there will be even fewer traffic-related incidents. Fuel. Still on transportation, the fuel used in all future transportation modes will be renewable energy. Currently, the world is plagued by global warming and the threat of depleting natural resources, so we do need to be looking at adapting to a more sustainable source of energy. Now, Hyperloop One is exploring electromagnetic levitation, and the automobile industry has also been looking for ways to reduce harmful vehicle emissions. These are all efforts aimed at achieving the goal of stopping the use of carbon-emitting fuels. Besides those, research is being done on the ocean's wind, solar, and thermal energy. One company in particular, Bluerise, a specialist developer of ocean thermal energy conversion, is working on a project that could completely phase out the use of fossil fuels. Hopefully, Bluerise and their colleagues will be successful soon enough to alleviate some of the environmental problems we face. Space exploration. Now, if there is one thing that has been mentioned as a mitigating option for our current environmental challenges, it's space exploration and colonization. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are set on revolutionizing space technology, with goals of spatial exploration and ultimately enabling people to live on other planets in colonies. With all the strides already made, by 2050, space tourism will also be a reality for those who can afford it. The possibilities for holiday destinations will expand to include places like Mars and the Moon. Unfortunately, a trip to orbit will be significantly expensive, making it exclusive for the extremely wealthy, at least at first. Artificial intelligence. Something that may be available for everyone is artificial intelligence. Already more advanced than most of the innovations mentioned here, the development of artificial intelligence will only get better through the years. Experts in the field believe that AI will surpass the processing power of living brains. That wouldn't be scary if it didn't open the door to the robopocalypse. Luckily, scientists still have to figure out how to impart all the important human values into an AI before it can become a part of our everyday life. But the rise of AI will, of course, metaverse change the face of the workforce. Not only that, but the job market will also face radical change, and with the way things are going, about half of the world's current jobs will be extinct, taken over by AI machines and robots. In 2050, the world will be more interconnected and even more driven by data than it is now. Some of us will definitely need to consider a career change. Education. As the job market changes, education will also see some significant changes. Already there has been an increase in digital learning, especially during the pandemic. By 2050, completely digital schools will be commonplace. Even if we have physically attended schools, they will have no need for books, using tablets and laptops instead. For higher education, experts believe that more than 70% of the student population will be enrolled in online degrees, making education more globalized. A rather welcome step in the right direction if we are to make good education accessible to all, I believe. Online degrees may even be taught by AI-powered robots. At that time, I imagine the robots will be able to prepare course material, give lectures, and mark assignments. Sadly, you may be unable to twist your lecturer's arm, so they give you a deadline extension. The metaverse. Now we move on to the metaverse. Since Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced it, virtual reality and AI have been assimilated into our everyday life through the social media giant. For those who may be a bit confused about the metaverse, you're not alone, and you've come to the right place. The metaverse is a virtual reality computer-generated environment in which you can interact with other users through AI-enabled software. So it's about simulation, with avatars representing users. As metaverse functions get more developed, by 2050 it will be able to offer a full virtual experience that includes shopping to travel right from the comfort of your own home.
If you don't use AI to your advantage, you're gonna get replaced.
What if I told you that tackling your hardest, most important task first thing in the day is the ultimate hack to becoming more productive? This is called the Eat That Frog technique. Basically, you get the most difficult tasks out of the way first. That is, eat the worst frog first and work your way down your to-do list from there. But what if I told you that you can use AI to do all of that for you? This AI tool takes into account all the tasks that you have, the duration, urgency, and deadline, and organizes your entire schedule for you. It automatically divides tasks into time boxes and strategically arranges them onto your calendar to ensure you make progress on the things that matter so you can stay ahead. It'll even adapt to changes.
People will have the option to share their virtual experiences with the world. Imagine taking a trip to your favorite holiday destination with your family, only you're not physically there. That's what the metaverse will offer. It seems to me like the more we get connected, the more we stay apart. Money. Next is money. Even though we will still use money, one thing that has been used less and less over the years is cash. Keeping up with that trend, cash will most likely no longer be used in 2050. All transactions will be done virtually, and new modes of financial transactions will emerge because of AI and decentralized finance. As the world slowly starts to adopt those technologies, we may not even have to do our own grocery shopping anymore, making traditional paper and plastic money even less useful. Like Tesla, which orders its own car parts as needed, our automated pantries and refrigerators may order our groceries. No more getting the wrong milk, or even running out of milk. Real estate. Speaking of the automation of home appliances, the homes in 2050 will also be completely automated smart homes. Although smart homes already exist, the developments that will be available in the next few decades will be a great improvement to what we have now. Smart homes in 2050 will have full AI activation functions, allowing the home to sense our moods and requirements without giving it a single command. Additionally, interactive hologram televisions will exist, meaning that you can verbally call up your hologram TV and it will appear right in front of you. The best part, you will never have to look for the remote again, because you can control the TV with your mind using nanotechnology, as discussed at the beginning of the video. So with that, we have come full circle in this video of exploring what our lives will look like in 2050. To be honest, this is just an exercise of imagination, and I realize that not everything discussed in this video will come true. However, you'd have to agree that none of this is too far-fetched either, as humanity has already planted the roots of many of these technologies. Anyways, one thing is for certain with how technology is progressing. I have no doubt that the world will be very different by 2050. But I do hope that our current societal systems and structures will be able to cope with these coming innovations. So, what do you think of these future innovations? Do you think this is what life will look like in 2050? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and continue watching by clicking on one of the cards on your screen. See you in the next one.
Alright. So we just gonna sit and listen to some music for right now. while I play this next match. About today is technology, from the simple fact that we can think an idea to making a car that can run on its own. All of these things are technology. Tables, chairs, glue. All of it is technology. So let's ride this thing on out.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything.
So you want to become smart. In most
Good morning. Standing ovation before we're even finished. I love it. I'm just joking. Technology is changing the way we think, the way we work, the way we learn. And like all of you who have come on this journey, who have your smartphones out, it is time to hand it over. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to go through a little bit of a survival journey. I want you, this is going to be a bit nerve-wracking, I want you to take out your smartphone if you already haven't done so, face down. All you have to do is put it on the aisle on the left-hand side. Okay, you can sit down. You got to put your phone down to the left, and if you're on the aisle seat, just put it on the floor. I'm going to do the same, okay? Don't get paranoid. Most of your phones have a code. Some have facial recognition. No one's gonna steal it, I promise. What do you think about when you think about the word survival? Most of us think about shelter, a roof over our heads, maybe some trees and leaves if you're in a forest. Some of us default to water, food and water, right, to survive. And sometimes you need first aid. Think about when you travel. What do you need to survive? Makeup, deodorant, shaving cream, right? These are things that you need to survive. It's 2019, everyone. And I actually think there's a new toolkit for survival. The first thing we need to survive, Wi-Fi. Am I wrong? In my house at 6 p.m., everyone's eating dinner. We're all calm. The music's playing, the food's going. And as soon as the phones can't connect and Netflix pauses, my house goes to DEFCON 6 in a matter of 30 seconds. Everyone's experienced that, right? Here's a little trick. You just have to reset the router. What is even more important that we need to survive? Now, some of you, it's only been 3 minutes, but some of you might be twitching. Right? There's actually a thing for this. You might feel this kind of vibration on your thigh, but your phone's not with you. But we're so addicted to survive, to communicate to our families, to get on social networking, to check our email, that we actually justify in our own head, I think there's a vibration. What's the red icon? Who messaged me? It's called phantom vibration. You're going to experience it throughout this talk if you've given up your phone. Survival. This is my survival kit. Forget deodorant and makeup. iPhone chargers, headphones, multiple battery packs. I don't travel with 4 toothbrushes, but I have 4 cords for my iPhone. Tell me this isn't true. In your suitcases today, in your briefcases, in your bags. That is the new toolkit for survival. There is a theory and a foundation in human psychology. Some of you, actually all of you probably learned this in school. And if this is the first time you're seeing this, then walk through this journey. Because this is a decade, maybe decades old theory around Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What do we need as a society to survive? Well, there's physiology, like love, right? There's social, our friends, our family, right? Relationships, companionship. There's safety. What's our security? There's self-esteem and self-actualization. This theory that we've all seen in books and talks.
Some people believe that their future is already written. This is dedicated to those who take fate into their own hands.
Has been around for a long time. But I challenge that theory today because I actually think there's a new hierarchy of needs. And I call it the technology hierarchy of needs. What's the first thing we need to survive? What's the first thing we need? More than water. Power and Wi-Fi.
Yep.
You can't get Wi-Fi, by the way, without power. We all go through it, right? Our phone's at 1%. When the battery turns red, we start panicking. But think about it. If there was an emergency right now, what would we do? I don't think the museum has payphones. Am I right? Basic need. PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Gmail, Outlook, the cloud. I can probably bet that most of you have checked your email more than once today. We need the platforms. We need the computational power. We need to work. We need to learn. Do we really think that our kids today and tomorrow are learning from chalkboards and textbooks? Or is it tablets? Think about social. How do we engage with our friends? How do we keep track of our families? How do we share? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, tweet, as we heard this morning. I bet every single person in this room has used a combination of one or more of these apps many times today already. Do we really think people are meeting significant others in coffee shops and just by fluke?
Oh man, now that's a deep one right there. Dang, I thought they was. Nope, online.
Let's be real, people. Tinder and Bumble, billion-dollar organizations. How do people meet in today's generation and today's society, irrespective of generation, irrespective of age? How do you meet someone today? Take a look at the platforms and apps and companies behind you. Billion-dollar companies, multi-billion-dollar companies. The technology hierarchy of needs. But what is even more compelling than all of these? What do we need to survive? What do we need for ourselves? WhatsApp and iMessage. How else do you communicate? WhatsApp, iMessage, text message. If we didn't have that today, I don't think I know how to actually dial on my phone. If you asked me what is my wife's phone number, I couldn't tell you. The technology hierarchy of needs. There are over a billion people on this planet that do not have access to technology.
I'm asking you, please stop.
A billion with a B.
If I'm supposed to get off the game, don't
I'm going to do
crash
something
the
a little
game.
different today.
Hold on.
Can I ask this side of the audience?
Don't crash the game, computer. If I'm supposed to get off the game, let me get off the game. Don't crash it. So I'm like, oh, well, now I got to sit and I got to wait. Because it's about to be 11 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm winding down. I'm going to play one more game. Or I'm going to update this. I'm going to do this before I get off. And then it'll just crash. I know what's going on. Computer. Let me. Jeez. And the commercial just said, people who take fate by the... Get out of here, man. Sorry.
To just stand up for me for a second? And can you turn and face this side of the audience and just give them a really big wave for 5 seconds? Okay, stop there and stay standing. Here's the thing. For this group of people, you are privileged and honored to have access to power and Wi-Fi and technology. And by the way, the folks over here that are waving or not waving, we can't see you. We cannot see you because you don't have access to technology. So as us as a society, how can we leave those folks behind? Are we going to delete them? Are they going to become obsolete? Because without access to technology and their social and digital identity, do they even exist? We can't see you. You can sit down now. Companies like Microsoft are empowering the entire planet to achieve more. Technology is revolutionizing societies. It's taking societies in impoverished areas and leapfrogging them into economic growth and sustainability. If we as a society do not do our part in getting these folks access to technology, then we have failed. We will delete them, and we will make them obsolete. Unacceptable. Access to technology for everyone. Many of us share a same story, whether it's your grandparents, your parents, your great-grandparents. We all came to this country, and we needed to work. We needed to build families. We needed to learn. What do you think our parents, grandparents, or even if you're a new immigrant, what do you need to survive? To learn, English. To get a job, read and write. To build commerce and drive business. But in 2019, do you need English to order a taxi? Do you need English to rent someone's apartment in another country? Do you need English to read a restaurant menu? What do we need to survive? There's only one answer. Technology is the new English.
Yes, sir.
My name is Adam Nanji. Thank you very
That's
much.
my guy, Belly on the guy. Yes, sir. I enjoyed that last little couple seconds. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out for the day. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan Evans, man. I'm glad y'all joined me here today. I don't think I got it yet. Let me run this last lap. I'm glad y'all joined me here today for the very first Tech Tuesday. That felt like a new beginning for me. It felt like something that I've never done before. And so I'm looking forward to next Tuesday and, talking about something technology-wise, scientific engineering, something like that. Because I need that to fuel my soul. I feel like something was missing. So that is it for today's show. This is DGTA TV. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow.